touchdown.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Cool with the big three. Great. Takes it all the way now. Nice.
Greetings and welcome to Mckenzie Stadium. My name is Mark Petrossi.
And I'm Kyle Bleeke.
We have a great matchup for you this afternoon. We're going to take a quick pause real quick while we do the national anthem. Okay, and we are live here at Mckenzie Stadium in Vancouver, Washington. We have a great matchup for you tonight. It's Heritage versus Skyview.
We've got a matchup of Skyview and Heritage, just like Mark said. Skyview on the season sitting at 2 wins, 3 losses, 2 ties. Heritage 0-7 on the year. Looking to make their mark for the first time in the league. A couple of names to watch out for. Darian Walton, keeper for Heritage. She's a sophomore. We mentioned her name pretty much anytime we do anything like that. She's good for at least a couple of pretty darn good saves back there in the box. On the Skyview side, you're going to want to keep your eye out for, I know we've mentioned Remington Riley a couple times. Ellie Sjogren's another name to watch out for, freshman midfielder. There's a good look at Heritage number 20, Holly Schmitz, junior midfielder. You're going to see Heritage Timberwolves in purple and silver, attacking right to left. Skyview, the Storm, attacking left to right.
And we are off. As Kyle said, Heritage is going to be going from right to left on your screen. There's Darian Walton right there.
And, you know, last week I know we were talking about this quite a bit. Mark, Heritage, what they're looking for is a ball over the top to try to get to Alexis Alexander, number 3. However, I don't see Alexis Alexander on the field right now.
So, Kyle, I was noticing before the game, before we went live, Heritage only has 1 sub right now. I'm not sure. We called the match for them last week.
Last Tuesday.
And she did get hurt if you remember, towards the end of the match.
A knee issue.
Yeah, so I don't know. We were unable to speak with the coaches this evening before the match. I don't know if she's injured from that game last week or what it is. But however, nonetheless, Heritage only has one sub on the bench for them tonight. So we will have to wait and see what Heritage's plan of attack is for this evening.
Yeah, it looks like they've got number 12 up and forward today. That's going to be Juliana Moreno, a name I don't know if we've mentioned before. She's going to be a sophomore midfielder, but it looks like they are putting her up top for this game.
Yeah.
And Alexis Alexander's such a threat up there for Heritage, too. She's just got that speed up top that if, like we said a couple times last week, Heritage is so dangerous from about 70 yards out because they can just get one big boot and have Alexis run onto it.
And the thing that impressed me with her last week, Kyle, is that even in the second half, she was still giving 100%.
Absolutely.
There was no slowdown from her. She was ready to go full speed for the full 80 minutes. And so I definitely agree with you, Kyle. Heritage is definitely going to be missing her this evening.
And, a couple pretty good passes from Heritage, too. Some we weren't able to see last Tuesday, but they are finding open feet. Hopefully they can kind of keep this momentum.
Yeah.
And Heritage, too, looking to score their first league goal of the year. They've been outscored by 24 goals in league play in 7 matches. So a goal for them is really the goal tonight.
Yeah. And we'll be celebrating up here with them when they find the back of the net this evening.
Skyview looking pretty good as well. Number 13 for Skyview is going to be Olivia Matt. She's a senior midfielder. Just all over the field so far, and we did notice that last week as well.
Yeah, great player. A lot of fun to watch.
And very vocal, too. A teacher on the field, which Mark and I agreed last week was one of the best things you can ask for in a teammate and a player.
Yeah, I love it. I always encourage my players to be vocal out there, and she definitely lives up to that. Great player. So it's interesting tonight so far, Kyle. Skyview has been pushing into the final third of Heritage this evening. However, ironically enough, Skyview seems to be the ones with a little bit more possession. Another call out from Skyview, who just was incredible last week, and she's got the ball right there, Ava Harmon, number 20. She played, in my opinion, she was woman of the match.
Not only that, she played nearly every position. She played a lot of defense, and then in the second half when they needed a goal, they moved her up to mid, and she started facilitating the ball. Another extremely fun player to watch.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because, Kyle, last week when we were calling the match for Skyview, she actually started as a holding mid.
Here's a great pass, too. This is going to be number 17, Regan Smith, with the ball right to the keeper, Darian Walton.
She just wasn't able to get enough on it. But Ava Harmon started off as a holding mid last week, and like you said, Kyle, she did her thing exceptionally well in the midfield. Helped in a lot of plays, creating a lot of things. And then they dropped her back to a center back, and that's where she's starting tonight. She's in the center back role tonight. So we'll see if maybe they want to just try to get some goals and momentum going, and then maybe they'll push her up, or if they're content having her holding that back line for them tonight. It's a beautiful evening right now in Vancouver, Washington. We are seeing some clouds way off in the distance.
But you know what? As far as late October goes, couldn't ask for anything better.
Still super nice. And I was just going to say, there's sun on the pitch.
That's right.
So those clouds off in the distance, they can stay out there, and we'll enjoy the sun that's shining down on us right now.
We just mentioned Regan Smith. I believe that was her with the ball right there as well. Keep your eye on her. She's going to be a senior wing for Skyview, 4-year varsity member for the Storm. So This is her last year, but she's been on the varsity squad for 4 years now. There's a good look at Regan right there, number 17. Skyview getting a throw in here. Number 15, Marie Hook, is going to take it. Heritage with some fight today. This is good to see.
I think time management is going to be really big for Heritage tonight, with just having the one sub on the bench.
When having that one sub too, it's really going to hurt. You can see on that counter right there for Heritage, it was 1 against 5, and that's not going to be in their favor. But having those subs really would have helped. Maybe these players are already getting tired, and it could make a difference. Become even the 20th minute, let alone the 60th, 70th, 80th minute.
Yeah, and I stopped my speaking right there because we were seeing a little counterattack, a little push by Heritage right there, and I kind of wanted to see what was going to happen. But you're absolutely right. I mean, these ladies are going to have to really move the ball well. They're going to have to open. It's really going to be a team sport today with only having one sub on the bench. They're really going to have to play their positions well and really open up and support each other today, because we're looking at a bench of probably a good 6, maybe 7 players for Skyview, and you know that the coach for Skyview is going to be using that to their advantage.
And last week, I believe we saw a tie between Union and Skyview. And that pushed Battleground above Skyview in the standings. So Skyview now in 4th place out of 5 teams, Battleground in 3rd. Those two very, very evenly matched teams right there. But Skyview needs a win.
Yeah.
This is going to be big for them.
Yeah. So we do have a corner kick right now for Skyview. Looks like number 14, Mckenzie Armstrong, will be taking that for them.
Looks like a lefty. Sent in over the top. That
was a good ball, though. It was a good corner kick. We're seeing Skyview get back. That was a good goal kick by Miss Darian Walton.
Good little moves there from number 20, Ava Harmon. And clearance goes out wide. We're going to get a Timberwolf throw in inside the Skyview 30-yard line. Attempted flick on, doesn't go anywhere.
It is interesting watching Skyview, though, right now, Kyle. As much as I feel they're pushing and trying, they also seem to just kind of be sitting back and kind of letting the match unfold a little bit and see maybe where they can kind of take advantage of Heritage.
And look at this passing by Heritage. This is something we didn't see at all last week. This is 5 or 6 straight passes in a row.
I agree with you 100%. They were struggling last week just to find feet, and this is a whole different Skyview team today. Makes you wonder if they had Alexis Alexander.
That's right.
What this match would be like right now.
Again, to that point, too, I wonder if not having that deep threat like Alexander and looking for those through balls is actually playing into Heritage's hand right here. That's a shot on goal, a little bit wide from number 5 on Skyview, Sophia Green. But this is making Heritage play a different game than we're certainly accustomed to seeing.
Yeah.
But maybe they're built better for this sort of strategy. It'll be interesting to see as the game plays out.
Yeah. And it looks like Heritage is ready to make their first sub here in just a little bit next time the ball goes out for them. And this is kind of what I was talking about right here. Number 6, Emmeline Van House trying to make her way down the line right there. She's going to have other Skyview players show up and help support. One woman alone is not going to be able to do it for Heritage today. It's really going to take a team effort. Looks like number 14, Annabella Williams, just went out. And number 10, Julia Knapp, just came on. She will be up top as a striker for Heritage.
Skyview just unable to string any passes together. This suffocating defense from Heritage is looking really good right now.
And look at that. They just forced a turnover right there.
Another unforced error.
Yeah.
Heritage gets the throw in again inside Skyview territory. 0-0 after about 13 minutes, coming up on the 14th. The Skyview sub comes in. It looks like that's going to be number 1. Number 4.
Number 4, yeah.
Ellie Sjogren, again, the freshman.
Oh. Looks like we have a latecomer right now for Heritage. We do have a player running up right now, so that will add one more to the bench for them.
I think that's number 2, Yasmin Bravo, senior midfielder for Heritage. And in a 0-0 tie so far, although it's early, Brian Housley's really just looking for warm bodies at this point to get out there and keep that game close.
100%.
Not seeing a whole lot of movement without the ball from Skyview right now, which was really their formula for success last week against Union. This is 2 different teams than we saw last week, just like Mark was saying earlier.
And what's interesting, Kyle, is we heard much more vocal players last week. Right now, today's match almost seems kind of quiet out there. And we do have to give these ladies credit. They went to school all day, and so they've already had a full day, and now coming out and playing a big match is, takes a lot. Little bit more communication I'm hearing right now from Skyview.
Yeah, and just like clockwork too, that's leading to open passes, a couple of give and goes.
Yeah,
and splits from the Skyview team. And last week too, to your point, Mark, a pretty big rivalry game with Union. Those are 2 teams that are incredibly matched. Maybe just coming out a little bit more energized last week for that sort of game. Right now, they're sort of playing down to Heritage's level.
I would agree. Because Skyview was just, not that they're not impressive today, but they were just really impressive last
talented
week.
Last week.
Here's number 5, Sophia Green for Skyview.
Oh, good look there. Top of the 18, 1 touch. Sent in. That's going to be no trouble for Walton back there.
Good idea, though, from Skyview. Good ball movement. Top of the 18. You got to love seeing that.
Yeah, they're going to need more of that to put one of those past Darian Walton back there, keeper for Heritage.
And you want to just give props to her again, Kyle, from last week. She just did such an amazing job last week. She's such a talented keeper.
Well, do you remember the goal last week was the last minute overtime goal?
That's right, and it was right on the. I mean, what we thought looked like maybe 98% of the ball crossing the line.
Great call from the ref.
It was.
But excellent to see Walton nearly make that save.
That's right. It was a 1-0 loss for Heritage last week.
Yeah, overtime. The last couple seconds of overtime too.
It's a good idea by number 8, Lexi Bollinger for Heritage. Oh, I love seeing that.
First to the ball.
Yeah, number 20. Holly Schmitz. I love seeing that. And it was a good ball, though, by number 8. I think it was number 10, Julian. Excuse me, I can't remember right now. But a great ball into the middle. But once again, Kyle, what we were talking about, nobody there to get the ball. Heritage is really going to have to focus on digging deep today and finding that energy and make sure that they're there where those balls are in order to make something happen for themselves.
Walton sent out to about midfield. Skyview first two recovers.
And so look what has happened here, Kyle. Number 20, Ava Harmon, we were just talking about her on the defensive line, and she is now in the center mid, and she's out there doing her thing. She's look at her calling the ball again. Really, I really like watching her play.
Yeah, excellent point, Mark.
She's a junior. I could only imagine if she wants to play in college, that should not be a problem for her to make happen.
Yeah, one of those players that just does the little things right, that goes such a long way, and you need those for any successful team. And
coaches just love seeing that. You and I have played and coached younger kids and stuff, and that's just the kind of stuff you want to see, because when these players see other players doing this kind of stuff, that's stuff that just spreads. It's contagious. They see other players doing it, and it's easy for coaches to be able to point out, hey, look how Ava Harmon is doing this, and it's easy for players to see. I always call them the coach on the field, and that's basically what she is, in my opinion. And the other thing that I liked about her last week, Kyle, is, and we're seeing this right now, on the throw-in, she was pushed up almost to the top of the 18 if the ball went there. As soon as the ball's dropped back, she's back into her position at that holding mid. And if you remember last week, she would, as a holding mid, she would push up and be a part of the attack, and she was the first one back on a goal kick or something like that to regain her position and help her midfield and defensive line.
Skyview stringing together a couple throw-ins here. They're going to get another one with Heritage 10 players in the backfield. Good switch there from the Storm.
Yep.
An excellent defense. That's going to be number 8 for Heritage. She's been just a brick wall back there, not letting any Skyview players get past her. That's Lexi Bollinger.
And gosh, she's just a sophomore. So you got to love seeing that intensity from someone other than your juniors or your seniors.
Excellent building block for Coach Brian Housley to build around for Heritage. There's a good look at Bollinger right there. Tough to tell what Heritage formation they're going with right now. It looks like they've got maybe 6 defenders back. That's going to be an excellent through ball from Skyview. Sent in. Darian Walton able to keep that in.
I think what we're seeing from Skyview right now is they're going on the attack right now. They seem to really push everybody up forward. It almost looks like a 4-2-2-2 almost. But they've definitely seemed like they've pushed numbers up on the attacking side.
Yeah, their strategy is clear. It's very evident they're looking to keep Skyview off the board, even if that means keeping 8 people back.
Skyview's really pushing hard right now.
They know the longer this game goes on in a 0-0 draw, the longer that's a win for Heritage. They're playing right into the Timberwolf hand right now.
And like I said before, it almost was like Skyview was just kind of seeing how the game was going to unfold in those first 10, maybe 15 minutes. And it's coaches now said, okay, let's change gears.
And Mark, another point too. I didn't mean. I know you're going to get to it eventually, but number 20, Ava Harmon's now a forward for Skyview. She has been all over the field. We're 23 minutes into the game right now. They're pushing her everywhere. They know she's a facilitator, and they need her to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I highly encourage everybody at home watching right now, keep your eye on number 20 for Skyview.
We're going to get a free kick right around the 22-yard line. I think that was number 5 taken down, maybe Sophia Green. Number 10, I'm sorry, Brianna Jenkins, senior midfielder. There's a good look at Harmon right there on the 18. And you have to think, 23 minutes into the game, you're looking for a goal right here on this shot. 22 yards out.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't do anything else but take a strike.
Brianna Jenkins looking to send it in.
However, you do have Darian Walton on the other side of that wall. It is not going to be easy to get it past her.
That's going to be a corner.
And look who's right there ready for the rebound.
That's right. Excellent point. Heritage bringing in their entire bench right now.
We need to have a halftime interview with Ava Harmon.
That'd be good.
Can you work that out?
I don't think I have that kind of...
You don't have that pull? I'd love to know where she gets her work ethics from because it's very impressive.
Sent in over again. Skyview does get ahead on it, but it's going to be a goal kick. And the only goal we saw last week against Darian Walton was a putback off the post. She is just a stopper back there.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if Skyview is able to break through that wall.
The interesting thing about Heritage right now, Kyle.
What a ball. That's going to be number 4 coming out. Darian Walton right there, though.
Well done. Solid. Very solid. The interesting thing, though, about Heritage right now, I feel very confident with how they're playing right now, right? They're moving the ball. We're seeing a better Heritage today than we did last week as far as ball movement, communication, stringing passes together, all that kind of stuff. However,
we are seeing some Skyview momentum right now, though.
Most definitely. I'm telling you, they've changed their gears. Here's a replay for you. Number 4, Ellie Sorgan, trying to get in there.
We didn't talk about it, but the shielding technique there from Bollinger as well for Heritage, just textbook. Again, those are little things too, but if you're watching at home, it's those little things that go such a long way. This is Skyview on the counter.
What a ball.
And I love that.
That
Look
was
at that
gorgeous.
pass. That's going to be a goal for number 4, Ellie Sjogren right there, the freshman.
All started with Ava Harmon.
I think Audra Martin on the pass right across the 6-yard line. What a play, though. That's one way to get past Darian Walton is don't shoot at Darian Walton.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a good replay of this.
Great through ball by Ava Harmon. Great cross right here. What a vision.
And a left foot finish. Perfect.
What a finish.
Could not have drawn it up any better.
And that's what we were just saying, Kyle. Skyview had definitely changed gears. We noticed at the beginning of the match they were taking their time. They wanted to see what Heritage was going to bring. They evaluated everything.
And it's that unselfish play by the Storm right there that gives them the 1-0 advantage so far. We're going to get an offside call. Heritage with the free kick. Around the 12-yard line. Darian Walton looking for feet here. That's a big, big goal for Skyview.
You know, and Kyle, I was just thinking, this is when Heritage really has to dig deep right now. Because we could either see the floodgates open right now, or we could see Heritage really fight back and try to keep themselves in this match. we're really seeing Skyview open up right now.
That's right, and it's all coming back to just moving without the ball right now. You see Harmon out there making runs. You see number 12, the defender on this near side. That's Amanda McShay making runs, getting open.
And props to number 5, Sophia Green. She's out there mimicking Ava Harmon right now, calling for the ball, using her words.
Like you said, it's infectious.
Yeah.
As soon as one player starts doing it, everyone looks to copy that.
And especially when you see it prove to be successful, that's really speaks volumes for other players.
I think we're going to get a Skyview throw in here. That's number 16, Audra Martin with the assist already taking the throw.
I mean, look at Skyview, Kyle, taking their time, dropping the ball back, resetting, opening up. Like you said, they're moving off of the ball.
What a good pass right there.
Number 5 is on too, Sophia Green.
I think she's a lefty, sent in about the 18. Let's see if Audra Martin can get there.
That looks like it's going to be a Skyview throw-in.
It's going to be 13 with the ball. Olivia Madden sent back. But we're going to get a Heritage throw.
So, Kyle, real quick observation.
Give it to me.
I got to. Just watching Ava Harmon again for number 20 for Skyview. You were just commenting how she was pushing up to the top of the 18 as a striker. And look, now that they've gotten the one goal, she is completely satisfied in that holding mid position and just being a playmaker, distributing the ball. Of course, she's going to get in and try to go for an attack as well. But when we see the ball outside of the 18 of Heritage, she's in that holding mid spot, helping the defensive line like we saw from her last week.
And look at this, with the ball right here.
Yeah.
Sent back and sent into the box. Over, that's Audra Martin, unable to squarely get ahead on it.
I have noticed, Kyle, that a lot of Skyview's crosses today have just a little too much power on them. They just kind of seem to be going over everybody's head.
And how scary is that, too? That means they're that close to getting a couple more in the back of the net.
Yeah.
I like that play right there, getting the defense involved, making those runs. Ellie Sjogren sent into about the 6.
She's onside.
Audra Martin sends it back. Left-footed shot inside. It's going to go just a hair wide. Timberwolf kick coming up on the 30th minute here. Number 16 coming off the field for Skyview. I think they're bringing in number 17, Regan Smith again. Heritage number 9 took the field, not on our roster.
Darian Walton came off. Not sure.
Interesting. Did not notice that.
Not sure why. We do have another keeper back there warming up. Darian Walton, is actually putting on a jersey right now. So we will have to see if we see her actually get some field time. I know that Heritage only has the 2 subs right now. I'm not all that familiar with this keeper that they just brought out.
If that's any indication right there, heads up play.
I mean, but what I was just going to say, and props for Darian Walton, is I didn't know for Heritage it could get much better. So this is an interesting turn of events. Great ball, number 4, Ellie Sorgan, just wide. And here we go, Kyle. Darian Walton is coming on as striker right now.
This changes a lot of things. This is a pretty, this is a Game of Thrones plot twist right here.
All right. I'm ready to see Darian Walton score a goal.
So Darian Walton, typically a keeper for Heritage, standout keeper. Is number 19 playing striker for Heritage.
And Kyle, out of all the matches we've called for Heritage, we've only seen her in the goal.
That's right.
So
and there's been no reason to move her. She's absolutely dominant back there.
Honestly, I didn't even know that this keeper, the keeper that just came in, was a part of the squad.
And here's Walton with
there
the first
she is
touch.
right there.
Sends it across the box, easily cleared from Skyview.
Now, Kyle, let's be honest. Darian Walton on a goal kick can get the ball all the way to about the 50-yard line. With her as a striker, if she really connected, that could be a heck of a strike.
And already it's a different energy for the Timberwolves, too. They're first to the ball. That right as I say that, they let Skyview get the ball. But it's a different energy. We're seeing Darian Walton run around the field.
Yeah.
Looking to get involved.
I'm really kind of speechless right now because she's been so impressive as a keeper, and now we're seeing her out here hustling as a striker.
And you know what, too, Mark? A lot of the times we get pretty focused on wins and losses. At the end of the day, everyone's out here for fun.
Yeah.
Especially, the Timberwolves have to be having a ball just seeing Darian Walton get some field time. So,
well, when she came out, I will say number 16, Sydney Thompson. Sydney Thompson. She kind of looked at Darian Walton, and Darian Walton kind of shrugged her shoulders a little bit like, yeah, check it out. So, and there she is right there. Look at her. So, gotta love it. We got about 7 minutes left in this first half.
Shoulder to shoulder right there. Referee says no call. Going to be a Storm throw-in. Have we seen the Skyview keeper tested yet, Mark?
That's what I was saying earlier. No. I'm not 100% she's even touched the ball yet. And that was what my comment was earlier, is that as much as Heritage has not tested the keeper from Skyview, it doesn't take away, there she is, it doesn't take away what Heritage has been doing. Looks like that's Allie Thompson. She's a junior goalkeeper for Skyview. Great shot of her right there.
And it's still a 1-0 game, too. If Darian Walton's able to find the back of the net for Heritage, that'd go a long, long way.
Great ball right there. Right back to her. I believe that's number 4, yeah.
I think that's Sjogren again.
Ellie Sjogren, yeah. She's a really good player.
As a freshman, too.
Yeah.
That's sent into the box. Heritage nearly dodged a handball there. Inadvertent, nonetheless.
So Kyle, one thing I'm noticing with Skyview right now, and this is after the last couple of weeks of us calling their matches, look how beautiful and easy the goal looked for Skyview tonight to make it 1-0. And what we're seeing from Skyview with these shots out at, say from the 20, 25-yard line, that's what we saw a lot of last week as well. And I don't understand. You would think Coach would want more of those simple, just get that ball into the 18, find those little 5-foot passes, work it in there, nice little cross to the middle, tap in. So now we all know that, you can find the back of the net from 10, 18, 20 yards out. That's a beautiful ball right there.
Right to Sjogren again.
And I'd like to see more of that. That's what I would like to see more of.
That's an excellent rip there, just wide. I think, Mark, it just comes down to the simplicity of finding those passes. It's not easy to find those passes inside the 18. And soccer, especially at a high level like this, the decisions you make, you only have maybe half a second a lot of times to find those passes before those gaps close.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%, but I just really love watching Skyview do those little 5-foot through balls that cuts the defense. Here we go right now with Ava Horman to number 4 again, Sophia Horgan.
Oh, keeper comes out. And good grab there from the keeper. Takes one away.
You have to forgive us at home, everybody watching. We don't have a number 25 on our roster for Heritage, so I'm not absolutely sure what the new keeper's name is. But you're absolutely right, Kyle. In the attack like that, especially within the 18, you really have a split second to make that decision.
This is Thompson into the box.
Good cross.
Maybe looking for goal there. Nonetheless, Skyview goal kick coming up. Good look at number 16, the shot taker, captain for Heritage, Sydney Thomason. Good replay here from the Heritage grab by the keeper. Excellent.
Yeah, I love
Perfect. Brave to come out that far, too.
So I think that's number 2 right there that just came on. Yasmin Bravo for Heritage. Looks like she's got the lucky responsibility of marking up Ava Harmon. Which I can't think is going to be that easy to do.
Yeah, she's going to be running a lot trying to keep up with Harmon back there.
Hope she's ready.
And there she is.
Great ball by Ava Harmon.
Number 13 with the ball, Olivia Matt. Sent in perfectly, well done by the keeper. Another heads-up play. And Ellie Strogren right there just in case that ball pokes away.
That was number 10 right there, Allison Owen for Skyview. I really like the level of play right there, going in shoulder to shoulder.
Great play there from both the Heritage defender and Ellie Schrogren right there. On the defense was number 8. That's Lexi Bollinger. Good fight between them. Heritage comes away with a free kick. Under 2 minutes now. Up to the referee's discretion as to how much time he wants to add. Can't imagine we would stray away from that 2-minute mark a whole lot. With it being 1-0 too, that's got to be considered a win for Heritage.
Yeah.
Sent into the box.
That's
good save again.
And Ava Horman following the ball up. She's everywhere. Number 17, Regan Smith for Skyview. She's been a lot of fun to watch this first half. She's a captain out there for Skyview. She's definitely been doing her part to give Heritage some trouble out there. And that looks like it's halftime right there, Kyle. So I think you're absolutely right. Referee didn't see a need for much more play.
Skyview's going to hold the 1-0 lead into the break. Here's a good replay. Sent into the box. Great save.
Yeah.
Well done by the keeper. And good rip, too. Looks like a little upper V. Again, Skyview with the 1-0 lead here. We've got about 10 minutes before the final 40 minutes. We're going to send it over to the boys in the truck for a couple messages. We'll be back soon.
Get one if you need it.
It's a day for technology and teamwork for these 7th grade science students at Chehalis Middle School.
too short. So if it's facing this way, how would we need to turn it to go that way?
Students are learning how to program tiny robots called spheros to navigate through a kind of obstacle course, a series of geometric patterns, all while changing colors and emitting pre-programmed sounds along the way.
It's fun because you get to program it to do whatever you want it to do.
The lesson allows technology to become a tool for learning.
Remember, it's trial and error. So if you don't get it the first time, you just go back and you adjust. It's called refactoring. The kids right now, they're learning scientific inquiry skills. They're learning about variables. They're learning how to problem solve. They're learning engineering skills. They can put these basic things, later on in life they're going to say, okay, well, I remember back when I was doing the Spherobot lab that I had to break these steps apart. I had to chunk it apart. I had to identify where the problem was before I could make a solution to that problem. So they're able to start off with those just very basic skills of being able to identify what exactly is going wrong and how they can fix that.
Students tackle problems through trial and error.
It wasn't going fast enough, or it wasn't the right angle to hit the sticky note, so sometimes it would go where it wasn't supposed to go, so we just changed the speed and angle by a little bit, and then we got it to hit the sticky note.
And then we had it roll for 135 degrees at 135 degrees so it can turn right. And the speed was at 60 for 2 seconds so it can be somewhat in a circle.
And it's not just learning geometry and physics concepts along with computer coding skills. Students are using one-to-one learning devices to share their work by uploading videos of their spheros in action to a PowerPoint presentation, and then sharing their work with their teacher using Google Classroom. Some students even use a simple graphics program to map out some of the things they want their sphero to do.
Kind of draw on it, and we could draw what shape you want to do, or draw what colors what we want it to be at every single turn.
And with this hands-on use of technology, students have those aha moments that can come from working collaboratively as a team.
And they're also learning skills like teamwork, life skills like that, how to work together, how to bounce ideas off of one another. And that's what we do in the science community and the engineering community.
All right, start it.
Well, the magic of TV really is truly done behind the scenes. It's the people in the back that are the real MVPs. The viewers in Clark County, the real winners of the broadcast crews delivering football, volleyball, soccer, track, hoops, you name it, they've got it. We go tag team with Vancouver Public Schools Game Time and Evergreen Public Schools Sports Broadcasting in tonight's High School Spotlight. This is reality TV. Student-driven, behind the lens and behind the switcher.
Something usually goes wrong right at the very beginning in the studio.
That's TV. The TV stars beyond the Friday night lights are the man hours logged after school by the crews for VPS Game Time and Evergreen Sports. We're both ready for prime time.
People always ask, why you keep doing this when you can just go home and hang out. To me, this is kind of hanging out because it's that much fun.
VPS and EPS are instructed by former local television news producers Nick Voll and Matt Griffin.
As somebody who's worked in news, I've seen what a good production looks like, what a professional production looks like, and that's what these kids are getting.
We're trying to give them a real-life job experience that they could take into any type of video field, broadcasting field.
The student volunteers are in video production courses during the school day before the broadcast day begins. Comcast Cable Channel 328, as well as their respective live feeds on Facebook and YouTube.
I don't really see it as extra work. It's really fun to me, and getting to do this after a long school day is sometimes hard because I can get pretty tired, but overall, it's pretty engaging.
And not all jobs are created equal.
I actually ran the instant replay machine, which everyone says is the hardest job, which it is.
Both broadcasts deliver the images differently. VPS streams over a fiber network to a control room a few miles away. EPS completely on scene. The production truck at the stadium or gym where the broadcast is originating from.
One of the things that we appreciate is that our school districts actually support this sort of thing, that they don't view it as some sort of, extra thing. It's something that actually benefits our community, from the folks at home watching to the kids on the court or the field and the kids behind the camera. It's something that they value, and we appreciate that.
And the programs have churned out some professionals in the industry, like Timber's Emmy Award-winning director, Patrick Brown.
This gives an opportunity to just create that school spirit, showcase students doing positive things in a way where they can learn real-life job skills.
We are the people who dictate what happens. Most will say you can only dictate what happens in your personal life, but that's wrong. Democracy only works if you get involved, not stand by and idly watch, then complain about our leadership. That power is in our hands. So stand up and participate. Family, friends, everyone depends on it.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
and frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn on the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
What's your reaction? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods common.
Whether it's volunteering to read to elementary school students, or preparing food for our summer meals program, or being a lunch buddy, or making sure our your application, fill out just a few forms and submit them. Once you've cleared the simple background check, you'll be ready to make a difference. This art discovery volunteer sums it up with a quote from a famous Dr. Seuss book.
It makes you feel good to volunteer. It's fun to help the kids. It's fun to get to know the kids. I think, kind of like the one slur in the Lorax said, unless someone like you helps a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. So you need to help in order for things to get better. And I think that volunteering is definitely one way that you can help.
Make a difference. Become an Evergreen Public Schools volunteer.
Open in the middle of the football field, catches it for a touchdown. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Cool with the big three. Takes it all the way now. Nice.
Welcome back to Mckenzie Stadium. My name is Mark Petrossi.
And I'm Kyle Bleeke, back here for the second half at Mckenzie Stadium.
We have a exciting first half, to say the least.
Yeah, it was a close one. We've had one goal for Skyview, I believe, scored by Ellie Sjogren on the pass across the 6 from Audra Martin. Big smiles on the Heritage team right there, taking the field once again.
And Kyle, if you look at your screen there, look who's going back into goal.
Interesting.
Darian Walton seems to be going back into goal for the second half.
She did get some playing time out on the pitch as well. Wasn't quite sure who took the keeper position back there.
I think we're seeing 21 up top.
That's what I was just going to say, too. Jessica Gottfredson is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Notice as well, we do have a new keeper for Skyview right now. Allie Thompson taking the field in the first half. This is going to be Maddie Morrell in the second half. We've got Heritage on the left attacking to the right in the purple and silver uniforms. Skyview in the white attacking right to left. Again, we are at Mckenzie Stadium. It's about 5 o'clock here. A nice little maybe haze coming over the field, too. Tough to tell if it's raining, but certainly could be in the forecast.
Never a dull moment here at Mckenzie Stadium. Always keeping it exciting. I do think this is, speaking of exciting, Kyle, I think this is going to be a great second half by these two teams. I think that it's going to be really, really crucial for Heritage to dig deep once again and try to find the back of the net in this second half to get the equalizer. I think if they can get the equalizer, they're really going to be on top of the world.
The fight right there in those two 50-50 balls is exactly what Heritage needs for the rest of the 39 and a half minutes here in the second half.
Skyview, as we were saying, for those of you who watched the first half with us, for about the first 10, 15 minutes, Skyview just kind of sat back and let the game unfold a little bit, tried to see what Heritage was going to do, what their plans were. And we pushed number 20, Ava Harmon, up from the defensive line into the midfield. And it just kind of seemed like we went from first gear to second gear. And Skyview just kind of turned it on. And next thing we know, they found a nice, easy goal, but beautiful goal at the same time. And it's been 1-0 ever since.
This is going to be number 14, take the corner. That's Mckenzie Armstrong again. Curious to see if she puts it way over the top like she did the other two, right at the goalie this time. About the middle of the box.
Now see right there, count number 5, Daniela Chavez. You got to push on those 50-50 balls. I mean, if she would have won that ball, she would have been off to the races for Heritage.
Mckenzie Armstrong fighting through a couple of tackles. And saved by Darian Walton. It had a weird little spin, maybe took a funky bounce as soon as it hit the ground. But we're going to get another look for Armstrong sending it into the box here.
It did have a weird little spin on it. Fortunately, Darian Walton was able to get some fingertips on it and push it up and over. Unfortunately, number 4, Ellie Sorgan, has to go out and get that ball. Number 14, Mckenzie Armstrong.
45th minute here, sent into the box perfectly. Skyview unable to get another head to it.
And that's been a textbook of what they did all the first half. And the ball comes up and it kind of flicks back and goes out of bounds. It'd be nice to maybe see him try to bring it down with a chest or something.
Or just connect squarely with the header. It'd go a long ways as well.
Sure.
Good defense there. That was number 21, Jessica Gottfredson, natural defender that did take the keeper position at the end of the first half.
Looks like that one's going to roll out for a goal kick.
Good effort, though.
Never give up.
Goal kick here from Darian Walton.
Looks like it just went over the line there. It's going to be a throw-in for Heritage.
Morgan Smith, a name I don't know that we've mentioned before, is going to be a sophomore forward for Skyview. I'm sorry, number 21 at the top of the field right now was the one that gave that hustle play that nearly kept that ball in bounds. Keep your eye on her. Heritage brings it down, unable to find feet, but Skyview looking to counter here. Good defense there from Heritage. Good hustle play. Maybe tweaked her leg a little bit. Tough to tell. Going to get another Skyview throw in.
I think, Kyle, this is what Heritage didn't. This isn't the way Heritage wanted to start off this second half. This is going to be a long second half for them if they can't get some counterattacks and get the ball moving up the pitch for them.
I do agree, although neither team really able to muster any momentum so far. Heritage staying in it, if not for the lack of a storm.
It almost seems like Skyview is almost just satisfied with the one goal right now.
Kind of fading back into that first 10, 15 minutes like we saw in the first half.
Exactly,
so far.
Exactly. Nice through ball right there. Maybe just a little too much.
Morgan Smith just unable to keep it in just again.
It looked like that was number 13, Olivia Matt, that sent that ball.
Oh, that's number 16.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Or number 16 on the pass out there.
Exactly.
Audra Martin unable to keep that ball in.
Kyle's eyesight is better than mine. Now, I know that now we got the players right here on our side of the pitch where we can hear them a little bit more, but I was also going to say that that's the first time I've heard, good communication so far the second half as well.
Absolutely. And, this is a Heritage team. If you told me at the beginning of this team, or at this game, that Heritage has not scored in league play this year, I would not have believed you. This is a Heritage team that they have some solid individuals out there.
Kyle, I think we touched base on that last week as well. Very, very hard to believe. If you were just, like you just said, if you were to watch Heritage play and then look at the actual standings with the games won, games lost, games tied, I don't think you'd believe it. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, this team looks much better than 0-7. Although the league they're in, the 4A league, they've got 4 other teams in Skyview who looks much better than a second-to-last place team as well. They've got Battleground Union and Camas. This division is loaded with talent.
Yeah. Well, and for that matter, Skyview's in 4th place. And they're a very talented team. Here's Ava Horman.
Attacking space, unable to get it to Sjogren and kicked out. We're going to get a Storm throw in here. I do like how the referee has kept this game calm as well. I know last week a different referee kind of game escalated here and there between Union and Skyview. Again, that could be because it's a rivalry game, but referee doing a fantastic job tonight keeping tempers in check.
I agree.
And that was a shot, too, by Ava Harmon. One touch just outside the 18, easily scooped up from Darian Walton. We're going to get a handball on the 35-yard line. Skyview plays quick. It's Harmon with the ball. Content just to drop it back.
I mean, just look how Skyview opens up.
Using the whole field right now.
Definitely, 100%. Great ball movement. She's onside.
Sent in. That's Ellie Sjogren with the volley.
Wow.
Over the back of the net, but excellent passing there.
Really love that series of plays right there. I agree with you. And that's what we were talking about earlier in the first half, Kyle. We were talking about how Skyview is very prone to striking from 20, 25 yards out, but when they move the ball in out wide and then cross it into the middle of the box, they make it look effortlessly. It's very impressive. You only have to think that that's going to have to be a part of their plan when the playoffs come.
Love the switch, too. Skyview, a couple big switches so far, looking to open up that field just like Mark was alluding to earlier.
Great defensive clearance right there. Love to see Heritage get on the end of one of these balls and have a good little counterattack.
Good look by Harmon. Love the hesitation move to drop it back and then attack space. Ooh. We're going to get a Heritage free kick on the 18.
That was number 14, Mckenzie Armstrong. Just kind of went into the defensive player right there.
There's a replay. Just too big of a touch. Avoided catastrophic injury right there. Always terrifying to see those.
So, Kyle, Ava Horman just got subbed off for number 10, Allison Owen, and I love how as soon as she got off, Coach was right there waiting for her, gave her some instructions. I love seeing coaching like that.
Well, and you know the coach knows that she's a coach on the field, so anything he says to her, if it's not for her, it'll be directly relayed to that person on the field.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long she sits out for. I can't imagine it being more than maybe 5 or 10 minutes at the most. She's got such an impact on the field. All right, here we go with Heritage.
That's Regan Smith going maybe a little bit too hard into the the player there. Skyview able to keep the ball. Sent out wide, maybe too big of a one-touch there.
I think, Kyle, we're starting to see as we get a little into the second half, Alexis Alexander from Heritage, we're starting to see the lack of presence that this team is having right now without her being up on the top of the line. Well, Kyle, I spoke too soon, I think. Ava Horman's being subbed back in here in just a second. So maybe it was just for some detailed information to take back out onto the pitch with her.
Yeah, the coach heard you up here.
Yeah. 5-10 minutes. What does he know? Try just a quick water break.
I wonder, it looks like Skyview's going to get another sub ready to come in, but we're going to take this corner without Harmon. On the ground.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, that's, I think that was number 11 right there. I'm sorry, that was number 8. That's going to be Olivia Carlton on the goal. Just maybe a little flubbed corner.
Yeah.
That just a couple of Heritage players whiffed on right at Carlton and able to find the back of the net and double that lead 2-0 now.
And I don't think it was an intended corner kick to keep on the ground as well. But it worked.
It worked. And with that, Skyview extends their advantage here in the second half. Good thought there. Let's see if Harmon can keep it in. Just not quick enough. Here's a good replay. Flub corner. And right there.
She just couldn't clear it the way she wanted.
Even Armstrong on the corner kind of grimaced as she made that kick. Like, oh, what did I just do? But nonetheless, it counts as an assist for her and a goal for the team. Sent into the box. Darian Walton's going to scoop that up.
So, Kyle, I'm not sure, but it seems to me right now that we spoke earlier that number 10, Allison Owen for Skyview, subbed Ava Horman out, and we now have Ava Horman playing a third position for today. It looks like she is out on the right wing now. So once again,
that's right. Yeah,
another element for Ava Horman.
And Skyview going with something we haven't seen yet either. That's going to be a foul called against Gottfredson for Heritage. Skyview's going to take the free kick around the 45-yard line. This is a formation we haven't seen from Skyview yet. There's another good look at Harmon playing deep out wide. But it looks like they've got like 3 forwards or 3 attackers so far. Because Harmon didn't come back for defense right there.
No.
She was maybe the coach said, hey, go get a goal.
You know, and so you brought up a key element that I
sent into the box. That's going to be over the goal.
That was number 13, Olivia Madden. But you bring up an excellent observation that I love that Skyview is doing right now, and they did push Harmon all the way out wide right, and I don't know if this was the instructions, but she stayed. She pushed so far wide right that look how much that all of a sudden the middle of the pitch opened up as well.
And that's gonna open up shots for Olivia Matt, number 13 on your screen right there, that just had that rip from about 20, 25 yards out. Goal kick goes all the way to the Skyview back line. Sent across the field again. Here's Harmon.
Right down the line. Oh, yep, there it is.
Out to Madden.
You saw her making her run and pointing to the spot, too.
And is that going to be a corner? That's going to be another Skyview corner kick. Armstrong making her run up from the back left position.
See if she keeps this one on the deck or puts it in the air.
You know what? Look at this. Madden's staying close.
Oh, they're going to
We're going to take a corner. Good. Excellent rip. And good save there. That was number 5 on the shot, Sophia Green. Good save from Walton. And Heritage looking to push the pace now.
And this is where Heritage really needs to find that counterattack.
They've got numbers.
Yeah.
A lot of unnecessary one-touches from Heritage right now that are...
I do like how number 2, Yasmin Bravo, just pushed up and tried to make sure that they kept the ball in the final third of Skyview. I think the hard thing for Heritage right now, Kyle, is that Skyview is really connecting right now. And it's going to take a little bit. Good clearance by number 11, Cecilia Sears. But I think Heritage has got to find a way to stop this momentum that Skyview has going on right now.
Yeah, it seems like Skyview just dominating every facet of the game right now. We're going to get another Storm corner kick coming up. This is going to be Armstrong again. They were able to find the back of the net on the first one. Let's see if they can repeat that formula. Maybe not the flubbed corner, but another goal. Heritage stacking the outside of the 6. And that one just awkward from the start. I think Armstrong, a natural lefty, wasn't too comfortable taking that corner kick from the right side.
Yeah, I don't think that would have been her preference.
2 subs coming in for Heritage. Emmeline Van House going to take a seat. Number 10 coming onto the field, Julia Knapp. And Walton going to take another goal kick here. Halfway through the second half. Skyview holding to a 2-0 lead, although They are looking to extend that.
And once again, you're watching EPS Sports on Channel 28 and 328. We are also doing a live broadcast on YouTube, on the Evergreen School District YouTube channel. We have 2 more matches tonight, Kyle, after this. So we are nestled in, and we're ready for 2 more matches this evening. We hope you can join us.
Brianna Jenkins is able to find space, but we're going to get an offside called. Must have just been by a hair. Again, I think that was number 21 for Skyview on the shot, Morgan Smith.
I think, Kyle, the thing that impresses me so much with Skyview, and like you just mentioned right there, number 21, Morgan Smith, she's a sophomore. I mean, Skyview has so many names that we've been calling that aren't seniors.
That's right. They've got a very balanced squad. I know a couple names we've mentioned tonight. Got Audra Martin, Regan Smith, both seniors. Olivia Matt and Amanda McShay, all seniors. But Olivia Colton, goal scorer, another sophomore. I know we've mentioned Allie Thompson, first half keeper, junior. Ellie Sjogren, freshman. Sophia Green, sophomore. This is going to be a team that's going to be around for not just a threat this year, but for the next couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Sent into the box. Easily scooped up there. Maddie Merrill.
I do like it, though. That was number 16, Sydney Thompson on the kick right there for Heritage. Why not? Yeah, you got nothing to lose at this point. And you know, it was a good hard strike. If it's hard enough, we know notoriously keepers will punch it out instead of catching it. So who knows? Somebody could have been there for the rebound. Why not?
If you're Heritage, are you going to get a better opportunity the way Skyview's playing right now than a free kick about 35 yards with no one in front of you?
No.
Why not?
And see, here's I think one of the problems, unfortunately, for Heritage right here is, you know, we get a ball finally sent into the 18, and we've only got Sydney Thompson inside the 18 waiting for it. 1v4, 5, if you want to count the keeper, is just going to be really difficult for any player. It's number 21 right there, Morgan Smith for Skyview. Number 4 with a nice little pullback right there, Ellie Sorgan.
Shot there from Harmon. Again, just going to be a bit wide, about 25, 30 yards out.
She's had a couple of those tonight. 2 or 3 shots where she sent them from deep out, and they just unfortunately go wide. I think she'd be on top of the world if she was able to find the back of the net this evening.
She's going to be a player that's happy if her team scores, too.
Amen. Amen. That's just the kind of player she is.
Heritage going to take a goal kick here, about 16 minutes remaining in the match. Skyview holding firm to a 2-0 lead, although that could change in favor of Skyview here any second, as they have been threatening for the past 15, 20 minutes or so.
That's number 5 with the ball right there, Sophia Green.
Beautiful pass to Harmon. Sent back, that's going to be number 10, Brianna Jenkins, with the shot. Again, just over the crossbar. Another goal kick going to be taken here by Walton. There's a good look at the captain, number 10, Brianna Jenkins.
And we're just still kind of looking at some great ball movement by Skyview.
Yeah, just like you said, Mark, there. Another good pass. This is going to be number 5 again. Sophia Green attacking space.
Number 21, Morgan Smith. She was ready to make her run, and she kind of stopped for a second, hesitated, so she wouldn't be offsides. That's a handball.
Good call there from the ref.
But yeah, she kind of hesitated for a second, and then the ball got sent through, and unfortunately, she just wasn't ready for it.
Walton way up there. And I think we're going to get a Timberwolf throw in here. About midfield. Cecilia Sears going to throw it in. And Skyview attacking space once again. That's going to be Green with the ball.
Great run. Good cross.
Sent in. Good clearance there from Heritage. Did miss a couple people on the way. Oh, good look there, though. Green right there just in case the keeper drops it. I think she was onside as well, even though she was about 10 yards away from the nearest Timberwolf. Good
Nice
look
little
here.
header.
It's going to be number 21 with the shot there for Heritage. I think that was Jessica Gottfredson. We are going to get a goal kick, but Heritage with the shot. Would have been interesting to see what Alexis Alexander could have done with that ball.
Yeah.
Use that speed to the team's advantage.
That is the impressive thing about her, the way she can beat the defensive line. Like I said, I think she's being missed right now, unfortunately.
Heritage playing very well without her, though, too.
You have to give Heritage credit for the match that they've had tonight without her.
It's a Heritage team that's, again, winless on the year, 0-7 in league play. Been outscored by 24 goals, although in the past, what would it be, almost 70 minutes of regulation, they've only allowed 3 goals. Or 2 goals, I'm sorry, between Skyview and Battleground. This is a team that could be finding their stride maybe just a couple games too late, unfortunately. But credit to the coach back there, Brian Housley, for figuring out how to use these pieces he was given. Make this team a threat.
Yeah, definitely doing a good job as a coach.
Going to get a play on from the referee. Another play on from the referee.
Once again, that's number 16, Sydney Thompson. Trying to make something happen.
Heritage throw, Heritage sub coming up. Who's going to be coming off the field? Looks like number 21, Gottfredson's.
Oh, we're doing another change for keeper. She's dropping back, and Darian Walton
coming off the field of play.
However, I don't see any of Jessica Gottfredson's gear. Okay,
Looks
so
like this was the plan all along.
Yeah, somebody, and you know, I was going to mention earlier, I was going to wonder if they were going to switch this up again.
Yeah,
and we're over there seeing Darian Walton put on her jersey again.
Brian Housley electing to take Walton off the field, but you can bet she is going to be going back into that forward position, looking to get Heritage on the board.
There they are talking right now, trying to figure out how they're going to make this happen.
Smart play there from Heritage.
Number 8, Olivia Colton, unfortunately just kicked it right to Heritage feet, but she was able to get the ball back and push it down the field.
And that is confirmation now that Gottfredson is the backup keeper as well for Heritage. We weren't super confident. We were pretty sure, but
that does confirm our thoughts.
And Walton coming in as well as Olivia Madden for Skyview, number 13 right there.
So number 14, Annabella Williams, is going to be coming off for Heritage with Darian Walton coming in.
As well as number 21, Morgan Smith, going to take a seat for Skyview.
And it looks like Brian Housley is comfortable with Sydney Thompson up top as striker. Look at Darian Walton.
She's got energy right now.
Yeah.
Good defense there. And excellent read from the Skyview defender. You know, and she's got Darian Walton right in the mid. We're going to get a free kick just outside the 18, though. This should be interesting.
That almost...
Do you give it to Darian Walton?
Why not? It looks like Cindy Thompson's going to take it, but sure. I mean, so I got to be honest with you, Kyle. Darian Walton, we've spoken the past 2 years, or this season and last season, about how well of a keeper she is. She has just raised the bar.
That's right.
To a whole nother level, watching her now on the pitch as a cross between an attacking mid and striker.
Skyview's got the two-man wall, and right in there is Harmon, the do-it-all player for the Storm. Like Mark said, this is Sydney Thompson on the kick, sent into the... It's going to be wide and over, unfortunately. Not near any Timberwolves. And she knows it, too. She missed opportunity for the team right there.
I want to say, Kyle, I think that's number 13 on the far side of the pitch. Or no, excuse me, maybe that's number 16 that just came back in for Skyview.
Good look there. That's going to be Olivia Matt making the run. And we're going to get a Skyview throw.
Number 14, Mckenzie Armstrong, waiting to throw the ball in. Good clearance by number 11.
We haven't said Remington Riley's name a whole lot for Skyview tonight. She is going to be a forward, a senior forward for this team. Three-sport varsity athlete as well. Stand out in track and basketball along with varsity soccer.
Great cross.
Into the box. What a goal.
That was a cross by number 14, Mckenzie Armstrong.
And on the goal was Regan Smith right there. Put it away in the back of the net.
And that was number 17. She just got subbed back in.
Right place, right time.
Yeah.
Excellent read, too. Onside, even though no Timberwolves near her. Excellent replay as well. Perfect. Just that one time. Excellent rip right there.
And it's what we've talked about all night so far, Kyle, is Skyview is very dangerous on those simple cross-in passes like that. That seems to be their ticket to success.
And as a backdoor defender, too, you have to be watching that. That's how they scored the first goal. Not the corner, but the first and the third goals tonight have been scored off those backdoor passes. You know, Union, Battleground, and Camas will all be doing their homework on this game, and they'll be wary of that for the next match.
I agree.
About 5 minutes remaining in the game. Skyview with a 3-0 lead. Three different goal scorers as well for Skyview tonight. We've got Sjogren with the first one. We've got Colton with the second off the corner. And on that third one was number 17, Regan Smith again. Beautiful ball. Way to keep it in there. Here's Harmon.
Great touch, too.
A little too much.
A little too much right there, but to get around the defender, that was a nice touch.
And right there, just that perfect pass, too. If that was just a foot or two back inbounds, right on the 6, right to another Storm player. And, Mark, we were talking at halftime, too. That 1-0 lead for Skyview at halftime had to be such a good feeling for Heritage, really. They were within striking distance. They didn't have many opportunities, but you know as well as I know, anything can happen. And here's another look. That's going to be Olivia Madden on the follow. That's way wide. Sjogren right there.
Good opportunity for Skyview right there, but unfortunately just wide left.
But Mark, that 1-0 lead at halftime, Heritage had to be feeling good about that. Now it's 3-0, a little out of hand, but Skyview really just turning on the Jets here.
And I couldn't agree with you more, Kyle. When you're down 1 goal, it's still theoretically anybody's game. You can find that equalizer very easily, get back into the game, and once again, like I said, anybody's match. At this point, 3-0. 3 minutes left. You're starting to unfortunately feel a little defeated at this point. And we talked about this last week, Kyle. Heritage's performance doesn't necessarily reflect the energy they put on the pitch, the way they played doesn't reflect with what the score is.
Totally agree. And just like that, Skyview has the ball again. I think that's Sophia Green.
Nice, easy clearance.
Going to get a throw in.
Good clearance right there. That's Sydney Thompson with the ball to Darian Walton. We just don't see Heritage moving quite as much off the ball as we see from Skyview. And I think that might be another big attribute to Skyview's success.
2 minutes remaining now. Skyview still threatening.
Well, I would assume at this point, Kyle, Skyview's playing for goal differential. So I really don't see them backing off. If they can find another goal, I think they'll be more than happy to take it.
It's an excellent point. One of these the tiebreakers in the 4A seedings is goal differential. So
yeah,
over the last 2 minutes, you may see Skyview just continue to threaten and look for the back of the net.
So we are in the final 2 minutes. As Kyle said earlier in the match, in the first half, it's up to the referee's discretion as to when to call the match. However, do keep it here, right here on EPS Sports, whether you're on Channel 28 or 328, or if you're even on our Evergreen School District YouTube channel, we do have another match coming up. It will be Kelso versus Mountain View at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So we're not going anywhere. We've got 2 more matches after this, and we're excited.
And for those of you watching at home, too, this next one's going to be a good one. We're going to get another look at Olivia Fothergill, U of O commit for Mountain View, going up against the Kelso defender, Cooper Joy, who's going to be one of these standout players for the Highlanders. Should be an excellent matchup. Good ball sent into the top of the 6 by Skyview. Again, they're just not relenting.
Kyle, what did we figure Fothergill, how many goals she had last week?
The rumor is 6.
6 goals. It was 11-0 that they won. And it seems that Fothergill had 6 goals. So You don't want to go anywhere else. You want to keep it right here on EPS Sports to watch that. Kyle, that was a heck of a match. Skyview versus Heritage. Skyview comes out on top 3-0.
Again, goal scorers. We've got 3 different goal scorers for Skyview. We've got the freshman Sjogren, the sophomore Olivia Carlton, and Regan Smith, the senior. Again, like Mark said, stay right here. Channel 28, YouTube Live. We'll be back for another match, Mountain View, Kelso.
See you in a couple minutes.